Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to flip the script. So, instead of you chasing her, she'll be chasing you. Let's get into it. Most men keep chasing women the wrong way. They spend their time buying flowers, sending long good morning texts, and bending over backwards to please her. And then they wonder why she suddenly needs space or starts ignoring their calls. It's a painful cycle that plays out millions of times every single day across the world. A man meets a woman he's genuinely interested in. He feels that spark, that excitement, that hope that maybe this time it could be different. And so he does what he's been taught to do. He pursues. He shows up. He tries to prove his worth through grand gestures and constant availability. But instead of drawing her closer, he watches her drift further away, and he's left confused, hurt, and wondering what he did wrong. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one tells you. Women don't chase men who make themselves too easy to catch. In fact, the more you try to impress her, the less she feels the urge to win you over. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? Everything in our culture tells us that if we want something, we should go after it with everything we've got. But attraction doesn't work like a job interview or a sales pitch. It works on a completely different set of rules that most men never learn because nobody ever taught them. Now, before you roll your eyes, think about it. When was the last time you were truly excited about something that was handed to you without effort? Exactly. Human psychology works the same in attraction. Desire is born from curiosity, uncertainty, and the thrill of earning something valuable. And in the dating game, you are supposed to be that valuable thing. If you understand the subtle psychological triggers that spark a woman's natural instinct to pursue, you can flip the script entirely. You won't be the guy waiting for a reply. You'll be the guy she's thinking about when she's supposed to be working. You won't need to fake confidence or play cheap pickup games. Instead, you'll know how to create a dynamic where she feels she needs to win your attention. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. This is about understanding how human nature works and aligning your behavior with what actually creates attraction instead of what you've been told should work. In this video, we're breaking down 5 psychological tricks that don't just make a woman notice you. They make her want you, chase you, and fight to keep you. These aren't manipulative gimmicks. They're natural dynamics based on how attraction truly works. But be warned, once you understand them, you'll never look at dating the same way again. 1. Stop giving her everything. Here's the harsh truth. The more you give a woman without her having to work for it, the less she values it. Most men think, if I just keep showing her how much I care, she'll eventually see I'm the one. Wrong. That's not how attraction works. When you hand over your attention, time, and effort like free samples at a supermarket, you remove all mystery, challenge, and excitement. Women are naturally drawn to things they feel they've earned. It's basic human psychology. We value what we invest in. If she doesn't have to invest anything to get your attention, no effort, no patience, no uncertainty, then there's nothing for her to truly desire. You become just another guy who's too available. Stop replying instantly to every message. Stop over-explaining where you are and what you're doing. Stop showering her with constant validation like it's your job. When you give too much, you actually strip away her curiosity, and curiosity is what keeps people chasing. Think about the last time you really wanted something. A job, a car, a vacation, anything. The anticipation, the working toward it, the not knowing if you'd get it, that's what made it exciting. The moment you got it, the excitement faded. The same principle applies here. When you make yourself too available, too predictable, and too easy, you rob her of the chase. And the chase is where attraction lives. Here's the mindset shift. Your attention is valuable. Treat it like something rare, not something every woman gets just because she's attractive. You don't need to be cold or rude. You just need to stop giving unlimited access to your time, emotions, and energy. The less you give automatically, the more she'll feel the urge to earn it. For instance, you meet a woman and she's clearly interested. Instead of texting her good morning every day like every other guy, you keep your messages short and spaced out. You reply when you're free, not instantly every time. She starts wondering what you're doing, who you're with, and why you're not chasing her like the rest. That little bit of uncertainty makes her think about you more, not less. Before long, she's the one starting the conversations, checking in and trying to get your attention because she doesn't have it on demand. And that shift from you chasing to her chasing is the foundation of everything we're talking about today. 2. Make her earn your time. Here's something most men never realize. If your time feels too easy to get, it instantly feels less valuable. When you're always available at the snap of her fingers, you're sending the message that your life revolves around her, and nothing kills attraction faster than that. Women respect and desire men whose time is scarce because it signals that they have their own priorities, ambitions, and life outside of chasing her. On the flip side, men who drop everything the moment she calls or texts are quietly telling her, "I have nothing better to do than wait for you." That's not attractive. It's needy. And neediness is the single fastest way to make a woman lose interest because it signals that you don't have options, that you don't have a life, and that your self-worth depends on her approval. Making her earn your time doesn't mean being distant or playing childish games. It means having boundaries. It means not rearranging your schedule every time she wants to meet. It means making sure your own goals, hobbies, and personal life come first so that when you do give her your time, it's something special. Here's the truth. People value what they have to work for. If she feels like she's competing with your ambitions, your passions, and your lifestyle, she will value the moment she gets with you a lot more. But if you give her unlimited access to you, she'll take it for granted, just like we all take for granted things that are always there. You want her to think, "When will I get to see him again?" Not, "He'll be there whenever I'm bored." That little bit of uncertainty makes her put in more effort to be part of your life. Let's say you have a busy week planned with work and personal goals. She texts you asking to hang out tomorrow. Instead of cancelling your plans, you tell her you're tied up, but suggest meeting later in the week. Now she's adjusting to your schedule, not the other way around. And when you finally meet, it feels like a reward, not a routine. She feels like she earned that time with you, and because she earned it, she values it more. This is not about being difficult. This is about having a life that she wants to be part of, not a life that revolves around her. The man who has his own mission, his own purpose, and his own boundaries is the man who becomes irresistible. 3. Be unpredictable. If a woman can predict everything you're going to do, she will eventually lose interest. Why? Because predictability kills excitement. The human brain craves variety. It's why we get tired of the same food, the same music, or the same routine. Relationships work the same way. If she always knows exactly when you'll call, where you'll take her, or how you'll respond, there's no mystery left to keep her emotionally hooked. Most men fall into a pattern without even realizing it. They text at the same time every day, take her to the same type of places, and always say yes to whatever she suggests. At first, she might appreciate the consistency, but over time, consistency without excitement turns into boredom. Think about your favorite TV series. Part of what keeps you watching is not knowing what's going to happen next. That uncertainty triggers anticipation, and anticipation is one of the most powerful emotions in attraction. If she knows exactly what's coming, there's nothing to look forward to. Being unpredictable doesn't mean playing mind games or acting out of character. It means adding just enough variety to keep her guessing. Change the pace of your interactions. Sometimes you're available, sometimes you're busy, sometimes you keep conversations light and playful, other times you go deep and personal. Sometimes you surprise her with your confidence, other times you make her wonder what's going on in your head. When she can't quite put you in a box, she thinks about you more. She's replaying conversations, wondering why you did what you did, and trying to figure you out. And here's the secret. While she's trying to figure you out, she's also becoming more emotionally invested without even realizing it. Men who are too predictable make women feel safe, but not excited. Men who are unpredictable keep women curious, and curiosity is the first step toward obsession. Think about it. If you know exactly how a movie is going to end, you lose interest before it even finishes. The same applies to dating. If she knows exactly how every interaction with you is going to go, she's going to lose interest. But if you keep her guessing, if you keep her wondering what you're going to do or say next, you stay on her mind, and that's where you want to be. 4. Trigger her competitive side. Too many men forget one powerful truth about women. They don't just want someone attractive, they want someone other women want. If you think attraction happens in a vacuum, you're wrong. Women are wired to notice social proof. When they see that other women admire, respect, or desire you, it makes them subconsciously think, what's so special about him? And that question alone can spark attraction. Here's where most guys mess it up. They spend all their time chasing one woman, ignoring everyone else, and cutting themselves off from any environment where women might notice them. That's why they're invisible until the day they start getting attention from someone else. Suddenly, the woman they've been chasing for months wakes up and realizes she likes them. You have to understand, competition is a natural motivator. When a woman senses that she's not the only one who could have your attention, she starts working harder to stand out. She'll text more, flirt more, and put in effort she wasn't putting in before, all because she doesn't want to lose her spot. The problem is, a lot of men are too afraid to create this dynamic. They think if she sees me talking to other women, she'll get mad or lose interest. No, if you do it right, she'll actually be more interested. The only men who fear this are the ones who've already put themselves in the approval-seeking role, constantly trying to please her. Wake up. Women don't respect a man who acts like he has no options. Start building a life where you naturally meet and connect with women. Have female friends, be social, and don't hide the fact that people enjoy your company. You don't need to fake anything. Just stop acting like you belong to her before she's even earned that. When she senses competition, her instinct will push her to claim you before someone else does. This isn't about making her jealous. It's about being the kind of man who naturally attracts attention. When you have a full life, when you're social, when you're not clinging to one woman like she's your only hope, you become more attractive. And when she sees that other women are interested in you, her interest will spike. It's human nature. We want what others want. It's called social proof, and it works every single time. 5. Show you can walk away. Nothing makes a woman respect you more than knowing you won't stay where you're not valued. The harsh truth is most men can't do this. They tolerate bad behavior, disrespect, and constant tests just because they're afraid of losing her. That fear is exactly what makes her lose attraction in the first place. When you make it clear through your actions, not just words, that you can walk away if the relationship stops serving you, you flip the power dynamic instantly. You're no longer the man begging for her attention. You're the man she's trying to keep. This doesn't mean threatening to leave over small issues or playing tough. It means having self-respect. It means knowing your standards and refusing to compromise them just to keep someone around. The moment she realizes you're not scared to lose her, she starts treating you differently, better. Women test men to see if they're strong enough to handle them. Fail that test by clinging too tightly, and you'll get walked over. Pass it by, showing calm confidence and a willingness to step away, and she'll think twice before taking you for granted. Let me give you an example. You're dating a woman, and she starts cancelling plans last minute or being flaky. Most men would get frustrated but say nothing because they don't want to rock the boat. But a man with self-respect would calmly call her out and make it clear that he won't tolerate that behavior. He's not angry. He's not emotional. He's simply communicating that he has standards, and if she can't meet them, he's fine walking away. That kind of calm confidence is incredibly attractive because it signals that you don't need her to be happy. You want her, but you don't need her. And that's the most powerful position you can be in. So there you have it. Attraction isn't about being the nicest guy in the room. It's about being the man who doesn't need anyone's approval to feel valuable. Here's the part that will upset some people. The more a woman feels certain she has you, the less she'll feel the need to keep you. That's not manipulation. That's human nature. And ignoring it is why so many good men end up ignored, disrespected, or left behind. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what works. If you've been chasing, overgiving, and bending over backwards, it's time to stop and take back control. Because when you start applying these 5 principles, you won't just make women chase you, you'll make them fight to keep you. I want to hear your stories. Drop a comment about your experiences with chasing or being chased, and I'll personally respond. This isn't just me talking at you. It's a conversation between men who refuse to settle for less than they deserve. And if you thought these 5 tricks were eye-opening, wait until you hear what I reveal in the next video. Because most men are being tested by women every single day, and they're failing without even knowing it. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. I'll see you then.